As we know from history, the M4 Sherman was the main tank for the United States during World War II. And we also know that it wasn't the greatest tank in the world, but it still saw service into the 60s and 70s in other countries. Well, as with most tanks, there comes a time when an update is needed, and that is where the medium tank T20 comes into play. This tank series was one of the prototypes that was discussed to replace the M4 Sherman. It would have a peak armor value of 62 millimeters, and it would weigh in at about 33 short tons. Powering the tank would be a Ford V8 gasoline engine that produced 470 horsepower. Its max speed was about 25 miles per hour on road, ideal conditions of course, which was roughly the same speed as the M4 Sherman. The M4 may have been a little bit faster. There were 4 variants of the T20. There was the T20 base model, the T20E1, T20E2, and the T20E3. The E2 and E3 models were fitted with 76mm cannons that was to pack more of a punch than the M4's 75mm gun. With the main gun, there were also 2 machine guns on the tank, with a third roof-mounted gun as an option. Various other prototypes were also tested that weren't part of the T20 series, and these were all to replace the M4, but none of them really impressed authorities. In the end, the M4 replacement tank idea was completely scrapped because the M26 Pershing heavy tank did a good enough job near the end of the war.